The Virtual Fighter title is the latest yearly Triumph seal released as a part of the Lightfall expansion in Destiny 2. I recently got mine completed, and I'll be showing you just how easy this title is to complete if you're thinking about grinding it out yourself. This is definitely one of the easier yearly seals to complete because as of this week's reset, none of the remaining Triumphs are heavily time-gated, and the longest you will have to wait to complete the seal is just 3 days. Timestamps will be in the description if you want to jump to a specific Triumph, and if you enjoyed the video or find it helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. There are 9 Triumphs in total to complete in order to complete the seal, including the Collections badge. The first Triumph is to complete the Unfinished Business quest. This is a short quest line that you can get from Nimbus once you finish the Lightfall campaign for the very first time. Completing this quest will award you with the Triumph and the Deterministic Chaos exotic LMG. Restored and Remembered requires you to restore all 4 damage memories in the Hall of Heroes in Neomuna. These are also post-campaign quests that are acquired one by one from Quinn Lagari. Once you complete all 4, you will be awarded with the Winterbite exotic glaive. The Final Strand is the final post-campaign quest that is unlocked by unlocking all of the fragments, aspects, and grenades for a Strand subclass on any character. You can pick up the quest from the Puka Pond in the Hall of Heroes. Completing it awards you the Triumph and the Final Warning exotic sidearm. Terminal Treasures requires you to open chests after completing the Terminal Overload activity. Once you complete the activity, 2 chests will spawn, one regular one and one that can only be opened using a Terminal Overload key. Chests opened using the keys will grant additional progress on this Triumph. The keys can be acquired anywhere while patrolling Neomuna, including one guaranteed from Nimbus every day once you reach rank 13. Make sure you're taking advantage of the chest farm by immediately using your Sparrow to enter the next load zone, and then once you hit the load zone, turn around and grab the chest a second time. You can do this a maximum of 2 extra times before the chest despawns. This will also help you with your Nimbus rank as well as acquiring your Terminal Overload weapons that we will cover a little later on. The Terminal Overload activity is on a daily rotation and will be in one of the 3 main areas. You can launch it directly using the node on the map or by simply travelling to the area in patrol. Complete all 3 phases to earn the chests. They're Not Dolls requires you to collect all 9 action figures scattered across Neomuna. There is one located in 9 of the named locations, and each one requires a small minigame in order to obtain the action figure. There are many excellent guides on YouTube to help you find all 9 of them quickly. Once you obtain them, be sure to take them to Strider's Gate and place them all in the right place to complete your Triumph. One tip I will mention is for the final action figure at Strider's Gate. If you're struggling with it, you can have a friend stay in the area and they can help you by shooting the targets, and it will still count for your Triumph. To complete Master of Survival, you need to complete any of the weekly Lightfall missions on Master difficulty. This one is not difficult, you just need to make sure you're at a strong enough power level and you have the right gear equipped to deal with champions. If you're a solo player, make sure you use the Fireteam feature on the Destiny 2 companion app or the LFG on the Bungie website to find a fireteam. A lot of people will be doing the same, and you won't even need a mic if you don't want to use one. Just make sure to bring your champion stunning gear with you. I recommend being at least 1820 power since you are capped 20 power levels under when you are doing Master difficulty, which is set at 1840. If you're struggling, I would avoid doing the weekly mission if it is Desperate Measures, since that is the Callous fight, and you will find it much easier to do one of the earlier missions when it comes around. Honorary Cloudstrider requires you to reach rank 30 with Nimbus and claim all of the rank up rewards. After completing the Lightfall campaign, the side quests, and the post quests, you will have found that you have made some good progress on getting to rank 30. Getting all of the action figures will also help you as they give a good amount of rep. The fastest way to level up your Nimbus rank is by doing Terminal Overload, taking advantage of opening the chest multiple times by hitting the next load zone, and by doing patrols whilst doing the activity itself. Also run either chest or resource detector, or if you don't care about XP you can run the Wombo detector. By doing this you will easily get over 1 rank for each Terminal Overload run you complete. If you're lucky and join at the end of the activity, you can hit the chest 3 times for some easy rep. Overclocked requires you to complete the Partition mission in under 7 minutes. This Triumph is relatively easy even as a solo player. There are 3 missions on a weekly rotation. By completing the weekly bounty from Nimbus, you can unlock the Partition, with a recommended power of 1790. Be careful, you can only do the mission once a week on each character. I recommend setting a timer when you start, and if you don't finish it in time, just go to orbit and restart the mission. The easiest one to do in under 7 minutes as a solo player is Partition Hard Reset. This is the one involving riding your Sparrow and defusing the bombs along the way. You can avoid most of the enemies and just skip straight to defusing the bombs. This will give you enough time to defeat the boss. The boss doesn't have that much health, just make sure you bring some good damage weapons and use whatever you're comfortable with. Finally, the last Triumph is Neomuni Souvenirs, which involves completing the Lightfall Collections badge. The badge has 20 items to obtain in order to complete it, and this can all be done on one character. The 3 exotic weapons are all unlocked one by one via quests after completing the campaign as mentioned earlier in the video. The quest for Deterministic Chaos will be started after completing the campaign, the quest for Winterbite can be picked up from Quinn, and Final Warning can be picked up from the Puka Pond in the Hall of Heroes. All 5 pieces of armor are obtained by purchasing them directly from Nimbus as you increase your rank, so those are guaranteed. 5 of the 8 legendary weapons are obtained by completing the Lightfall campaign and by completing the 2 side quests From Zero and To Hero. The other 3 legendary weapons are obtained from Terminal Overload. These are on a daily rotation, so at most it will take you 3 days to get these. These can drop when opening either of the chests at the end of the activity. Using a Terminal Overload key to open the second chest gives a much higher chance of dropping the weapon. Once you hit Nimbus rank 15 and acquire the upgrade, you will be guaranteed to get the daily Terminal Overload weapon when using the key to open the chest. Circular Logic is from Zephyr Concourse, Paso Ostinado is from Ahimsa Park, and Synchronic Roulette is from Liming Harbor. Finally, we have the 4 miscellaneous items. The emblem, Sanctuary of Nephila, is simply for completing all 8 Lightfall missions on Legendary difficulty. The Terminal Circuit emblem is acquired when completing the Terminal Treasures Triumph, and the Scintillant Trajectory shader is obtained after reaching rank 24 with Nimbus, simply claim it directly from him. Finally, the Foremost Vimana ship is acquired by achieving a Triumph score of 1400 from any of the Triumphs within the Lightfall section. This will easily be the most time-consuming part of the title grind, but you should find yourself making good progress on this without even trying. Completing all the campaign quests and the other triumphs for this seal will give you great progress. If you're playing the Root of Nightmares raid, all of the triumphs associated with that will also count towards this triumph. For reference, I currently have 49 out of the 87 triumphs with a score of 1515, so hopefully that should give you a good idea of how many you need to complete the triumph. Once you obtain all of these items, you will have your Lightfall Collections badge completed. And that will complete your Triumph seal. As far as seals go, this one isn't too grindy. The longest one is definitely getting the Triumph score of 1400 from the Lightfall Triumphs. I definitely recommend focusing on the other Triumphs in the seal first, because you will find yourself making great progress on that individual Triumph and being well on your way to unlocking the Virtual Fighter title. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you were able to learn a few things from this guide. Thank you so much for watching and good luck in completing your seal. Hope you have an awesome day and I'll see you next time.